looking a little rough there, Lee Mac. Looking a little damn rough. Today, we are going to be celebrating the 20th anniversary of my man Dave Meyer, who was the owner of the Wooden Indian Cigar. Wooden Indian Cigar Company, whatever the name of the store is. They're up in Havertown, PA, tobacco shop. The Wooden Indian Tobacco Shop. It's Cigar Lounge. But shout out to Dave. Nice guy. I know Dave personally. I've talked to him a couple of times. He might be like, I don't remember you, but listen. But also shout out to Dan and Todd up there as well. Two of my good amigos. So they sent me down some samples of the Aganorsa Leaf, the Wooden Indian 20th Anniversary Edition cigar. Now, I'm going to tell y'all before I do this review, my box is already on order. Because I smoked the first one, and good God almighty, that was a good cigar. The sweetness. I have not had a Aganorsa Leaf that was as sweet as that cigar was, and the sweetness just carried on throughout the cigar. So we're going to smoke another one. I appreciate y'all for sending me down the samples, but like I said, my box is on order. And I got to get my box on order before I tell y'all this is a good damn cigar, because I don't need y'all to be over there buying them 5x56s this size. It's got a closed foot. Hey, Alex Brandon, there's your density. Only 500 boxes of 10. So that means there's only 5,000 of these cigars. Very good size. We already know about Aganorsa Leaf. And shout out to Terrence Riley, my man over there at Aganorsa. All right, family. Y'all hang on. We'll be back. Cigar smoking family, my cigar smoking for me, family, good morning. And it's actually afternoon because I've already had lunch. I got on just my regular work clothes because I got work to do around the house. But guess what? I'm not doing any work today because my ass is crippled this morning. Yeah, I got a knee that's giving me hell. Brother is limping, big limp. So, you know, when Brotman stopped by this morning, Brotman said, "Hey, look here, man, hold on, I got something in the trunk that might help you out." I said, "Okay, my man." Y'all just don't call them folks on me, but I was hurting, so y'all just you gotta hang with me. Just hang with me, family. It'll be all right. But this Aganorsa Leaf, Supreme Leaf, Wooden Indian cigar is a good cigar. So we're going to do matches today because it's got the closed foot. So when you have a closed foot on there, you want to be able to taste that extra wrapper when you light it up. Nice long matches there. So that's what I'm going to use. So Brother Dexter, man, I know everything is good with you. I hope it continues to be that way. Shout out to all my people. Hey, listen. October 18th, Lee Mac 912, Family Reunion Hearth. Stay tuned. It might help if you cut the damn cigar, Lee Mac 912. It might help. All right, here we go. Let's go, y'all. All that with one match. Cut, light, and purge with one match. Now, I'm gonna say what I get a lot on that first puff, lighting it up with the match or whatever. I get a lot of like smoke. some kind of wood. Retrohale, smooth. We'll get back to the retrohale for a second. That retro is bringing out, it's like flavorful. Just a touch. Just a touch. Just a touch of pepper. Of love, a little bit. Shout out Steve Arrington, that was my jam back in the day. Boy, that retrohale is just nice. Nice, smooth cigar. So today we'll be having a little bit of coffee, a Dunkin' Donuts. Y'all can write the check. All right, family, I'm gonna smoke on. And let's see how this one develops. We'll be back. Oh, $13.50. $135 for a box. I'll be back. All right, family. I did all of that last whatever I did, and I hadn't even turned on the camera. This retrohale is still nice. The finish is spicy, almost like a cayenne spice, like hot sauce, and that taste, that spice lingers in your mouth. It's got a little bit of earth. It's got a little bit of mineral. This cigar is all Nicaraguan. The wrapper is Corojo 99. Typically a Supreme Leaf has got Corojo 99, Criollo 98, and then they go from there. This one, based on my own type of thing, I would say maybe there's a little bit of Ometepe in there. I could be wrong, I don't know. It's got that earthy, I hate to say it, earth leather cayenne. Very nice. I left the band on as far as I could. I'm going to take that off. I don't want to commit a party foul and smoke through the band. But there you go. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Kind of got distracted, you know, and that happens sometimes when you are smoking a cigar. But I'll give you one piece of advice. If you don't have time to sit back and relax, however you relax, and concentrate on your cigar, wait until you do have that time. Because the experience is supposed to be one of enjoyment, one of relaxation, one where you're able to cast your troubles away. If not for but an hour, hour 15, hour 20, hour and a half, depending on how much cigar you got and how long you take to smoke it. You should be able to cast your troubles away for all that time, family. I think this is a very good cigar. I would be curious if this is the same blend of Supreme Leaf, just in a different size, or if the blend has been tweaked. If I had to guess, I would say that the blend has been tweaked. But I could be wrong, because I don't really know that much about it. I'm not a cigar blender. I don't really know. But what I do know is that cigars do smoke differently in different sizes. There was a size of this that came out one year. I forget what size it was. It was Terrence's favorite size. It was a smaller ring gauge. One of my favorite size in the ring gauge might have been a Corona or something like that. Look, perfect. I said, this cigar that I love, the Supreme Leaf, in that size, is gonna be fantastic. I bought a box sight unseen. To me, so far, it was the worst size of the Supreme Leaf. Not every size is going to be perfect, but that one wasn't good to me. It wasn't good. So, size matters, family. I don't care what they say. You know, the ladies will tell you that too, but size matters. Anyway, another great day, family. Congratulations to everybody that's had a dream, went out there, figured out how to make their dream come true, and are living today in something that was only a dream the other day. The other day could have been a long time ago. I got a student now, he's a young boy. He says, yeah, man, he said, I gotta get me one of them big Pete's, man. That big Peterbilt, I need that Petey. That's me. And he got behind the wheel of our little raggedy trucks that we train, and then he was like, yeah, he said, this my shit here, I like this. And I told him, I said, you know what, I wish you good luck. I said, most of the times, I don't really push people to go for dreams like that because I say, you know, you can make just as much money with less truck or whatever, less of expensive truck, blah, 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 blah. I said, but you, I think if anybody out of all of my students I've ever had, I believe that you're the one who's going to make that happen. And I hope he does. So you can't hate on people just because they want to do something that maybe you can't, you won't do. We were talking the other day about things people they won't do for themselves. You want something, but you won't get up and go do it. But you want somebody else to help you do it. It's almost like you want somebody to drag you to the water. First, you want somebody to find the water for you. Then you want somebody to take you to the water, drag you to the water, however they got to get you there. Make sure you get to the water, and then drink it for you. And when you finish drinking, when they finish drinking it for you, you want them to wipe off your mouth. I don't know, family. I just don't know. It's all good. All right. Oh, I told you I'm having coffee this morning. Coffee goes good with this cigar. We're going to sit on back. We're going to enjoy the smoke, and we'll be back. All right, family. Lee Mac 912, and I stand by my thoughts of this cigar that I said right in the beginning, in the opening of this video, that this is a good cigar. It's a good cigar. I got it. I bumped it around. I've been fooling around with it, so she's burning a little raggedy, but I'm not going to blame that on the cigar because my first one definitely burned perfect. The draw is good. It's a good flavor. This one is not as sweet as the first one that I smoked. That's not a bad thing. The first one just had a lot of creamy sweetness. But what this one does have, it's got a consistent spicy pepper finish. It's not a heavy spicy pepper. It's medium. Started out like cayenne. It's kind of ended up more like black or white pepper, but it's still there. But it's a very good cigar. Retrohale is smooth. Light wood, pepper, creaminess. Good cigar. Congratulations to Dave for 20 years. 20 years owning the Wooden Indian. That's not an easy task. The Wooden Indian is a great shop. I mean, they've got great stock. They've got stuff there if you want to find your Padrones and your Opus and rare cigars. He's got all of that, plus a bunch of other stuff there. Pravada, LCA stuff. He's got, regular stuff. He's got a lot of good stuff there and a bunch of good people that hang out at the Wooden Indian. I didn't go to the pig roast this year. I missed it for some reason, but he does an annual pig roast, and that's always a good time as well. So, get a chance, check out the Wooden Indian. Family, let me give you my numbers on this one. For the price, I'm going to give it a 3.6, 13, 1350, I believe it is, 1350, and she is a good cigar for 1350. Flavor 3.4, construction of 5. My overall smoking experience 3.6, which gives us a 3.8 out of 5 on the Lee Mac 912 scale. So like I said, better go get you a box before they all going, because it's only 500. Mine is already on water. When you wake up in the morning, you got to tell yourself today is going to be another great day. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie. So you might as well tell it a good damn lie and have a great day. That's what I've been doing every day for the last 17 years. This is my 17th year of having a great day every day. You believe it or you don't. It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing, family. You can't worry about what other people think about you or what other people do or how they do it. What's good for the goose, sometimes it ain't good for the gander. It ain't always good for everybody to do the same thing. We got to have different people with different ideas and different thoughts and different ways of addressing or approaching the same problem. I tell my students, I say, listen, we got a bunch of instructors here, and with all of the instructors, maybe one tells you something one way of how to do it. I might tell you a different way. If the other guy tells you a way to do it and it works for you, but my way don't, cool. Do it the way that works for you. And that's the way you got to approach life. You got to approach things and say, I got to do what's best for me and just move on. That's the way I approach this YouTube thing. I do what's good for me. I started this channel for whatever reason. I started the channel. And the reviews have evolved into what they have evolved into for what works best for me. Now, if somebody else is out there and they come along and they do something that's their way and it bigger and better and more grander than I did, that's cool, because I know why I started my channel. And I say all the time, I say things that are not always meant for everybody. It's not always a message that I have to give to somebody, but a message will be given to me and I will spit it out and somebody will receive the message. Cool. If you get that somewhere else, cool. If you can't get that nowhere else, but you can only get it here, cool. We do what it is that we do over here, and we're going to continue to do it the best way that I know how. So I ain't worried about them other folks. So if anybody says something about you, says something negative about you, don't worry about it. Say, I appreciate your opinion, but that don't affect my life, what you think about me. It really doesn't. And that's what you have to learn to tell people. I am me. I like me, and I'm going to continue being me, good, bad, or indifferent. All right, family, that's it. I'm out. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.